You are listening to Yankton Baseball on KYNT, Yankton's home team. This broadcast is brought to you in part by
Mason Schramm and the Move Group, Hedro, Avera, Truxedo, Culligan Water, USD Athletics, 1919 Root Beer, Rhonda Westland State Farm, Vision Real Estate, Missouri River Associates, Buell's Cleaners, South Dakota Office of the Attorney General, Triple Time Rudy's, H&R Block, Top Notch Cleaners, the UPS Store, Yankton Medical Clinic, Hy-Vee, Olson's Pest Technicians, Gerstner Oil, Vision Care Associates, MT and RC Smith Insurance, First Dakota National Bank, First Chiropractic Centers, Sherco.
Now, let's go to the diamond with KYNT Sports Director and the voice of Yankton Baseball, Bryce Ladwig.
And back at it again here at Riverside Field, Post-12 Legion Baseball, Day 2 of the Kyle Mueller Classic, and more Yankton action coming at you. This is the Hy-Vee pregame show, Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle. Bryce Ladwig alongside Brayden Butler, and Brayden, we just saw J.C. Brager really put a good number up on Vermillion, a 14-1 score. And so J.C. Brager has locked up the number 1 seed out of the Yankton pool here going forward. And a reminder to the viewers and listeners here tonight on KYNTV and KYNT that this Kyle Mueller Classic, 3-day tournament, 2 days of pool play, and then a championship Sunday. What that means is that Yankton now, let's just use Yankton as an example, played 2 games in day 1, 2 games in day 2. This is about to be the 4th overall or 2nd of day 2. And the top 2 teams out of the pool play advance to championship Sunday with, 1 versus 2 and 1 versus 2. And that all converge right here at Riverside Field tomorrow. But J.C. Brager out of Lincoln Southeast just wrapped up that number 1 seed out of Yankton. And they defeated Yankton last night, Brayden, and they are just looking really good.
They did, and they're looking like a team that's trying to defend their championship here in the Kyle Mueller Classic as they locked it up last year. Speaking of locking things up, J.C. Brager is obviously one of those 4 teams that is guaranteed a spot in the championship play tomorrow. We have an official we have a team that officially locked up their spot over in the Crofton pool as well as Norfolk wrapped it up earlier today. They are 3-1 over in the Crofton pool. They aren't guaranteed the top seed out of the Crofton pool because Elk Point Jefferson still has 2 games to play. As of right now, they lead 8-1 in their penultimate game of action over there, and then EPJ will play in the last game of the night as well. So they could go 4-0 for Elk Point Jefferson and get the top seed. But our 2 teams guaranteed, J.C. Brager guaranteed the top spot out of the Yankton pool, and Norfolk, as of right now, has the top spot out of the Crofton pool, but is guaranteed a spot tomorrow afternoon.
And that sets us up here for the final game of pool play in the Yankton area. And that is the Vermillion Post 1 taking on Yankton Post 12. And the winner of this upcoming game will be the 2nd seed coming out of the Yankton pool. So both teams quite literally fighting for their playoff lives going into Championship Sunday. Yankton would like nothing better than to play on that final day right here on their home field. And that is what is on the line here tonight. And the same conversation we had yesterday at Brayden, where is it a strength or could it be a weakness? And I guess it's just your train of thought or school of thought on the matter. If you want to be the team like Vermillion in this situation that just got done playing, you're going to play another game, or Yankton, who played early this morning and had all day to recuperate, or you could look at that as a negative, right? And you just kind of sit around and, I don't know what the best word, unloose. You know what I mean? It's kind of, you're sitting around all day and you have to ramp it back up.
It's a completely different scenario, I think, because yesterday we were talking about before the game against J.C. Brager. They had just come off a 9-6 victory over York, so they were carrying momentum into that last game. Their confidence was high, and they were loose playing good baseball. Vermillion's at the other end of things right now. They just came off of a tough loss to that same J.C. Brager team, 14-1, getting obviously mercy ruled by the end of it as that game had to end early due to the scoring rules. If it's an 8-run lead after the 5th inning, then it ends. So that is something to keep an eye on, where the mindset really of Vermillion is heading into this one, to see how quickly they can bounce back. But definitely, me personally, I'd always prefer staying loose, trying to play through 2 games. You didn't play a full 7 innings. That's the only bright spot for Vermillion here. And they have that kind of looseness. They're ready. They're in a baseball mindset. As you mentioned, Yankton has had most of the day off. They got wrapped up a little afternoon, and they're not going to throw first pitch here until probably close to 7 o'clock.
And let's jump into our standings review, brought to you by Rhonda Westland State Farm Insurance. Let Rhonda review your current home, auto, or life insurance to see if she can help you save some money. This is Rhonda Westland State Farm. This is kind of, during these classic tournaments, kind of a joint segment. You could also consider our out-of-town scoreboard if you're considering the Crofton pool. And that's brought to you by Upper Midwest Garage Door, specializing in the sales, installation, and service of residential and commercial garage doors and openers throughout eastern South Dakota. Upper Midwest Garage Doors, your local authorized Clopay dealer. Brayden, we kind of already went over it, but just a little more detail. What are the scores from both pools, and kind of where are we looking at in the standings again?
We'll start in the Yankton pool. Obviously, the game that just finished ahead of us, J.C. Brager taking a 14-1 victory over Vermillion. Other games that have happened since Yankton's 10-6 victory over York this morning. Sioux Falls Post 15 posted 11-1 victory over York in the noon game, and then Post 15. Excuse me, I flipped this number around, but they fell to J.C. Brager 8-1. Took me a minute to realize what I had written down there. I had written down the scores in the wrong spots. That puts your official standings in the Yankton pool. J.C. Brager advancing with a 4-0 record. Yankton and Vermillion tied in second at 2-1, the only teams who have not completely finished pool play in the Yankton side. So winner of this game, as you mentioned, goes through to Championship Sunday as the 2 seed out of Yankton. Sioux Falls Post 15 finishes pool play in 4th with a 1-3 record, and York goes 0-4 as they finish 5th. Over in the Crofton pool, for today's action, Norfolk got started with a 9-5 win over Crofton. They followed that up with an 11-6 victory over the Yankton Junior Legion. Yankton Junior Legion then bounced back with an 11-6 victory over Hartington. Elk Point Jefferson and Hartington are playing right now, and at last check, Elk Point Jefferson had a sizable lead in that one. Game Changer says it is a 7-0 game in favor of Elk Point Jefferson in that. So if they win, they would go to 3-0 and lock in a spot in pool play. It just depends on if they could win their last game, which would be the final game of pool play in Crofton between Elk Point Jefferson and Crofton. Standings right now over in that pool, Norfolk is the top team with a 3-1 record. Elk Point Jefferson 2-0, looking like they are going to make it 3-0 as it currently stands. Tied for third is Crofton and Hartington at 1-2 apiece, as both of them. Crofton still has a game to play. Hartington currently playing, and right now in 5th outright is the Yankton Junior Legion at 1-3, but they could be joined by one, if not two other teams with a 1-3 record over in that pool play.
All right, thank you, Brayden, and we will go ahead and take our first break here in the Hy-Vee pregame show, day 2 of the Kyle Mueller Classic, and the last pool game, or game of pool play, I should say, at the Yankton site is coming up here tonight on KYNT, KYNTV.
Hy-Vee Fast and Fresh combines the speedy service of a convenience store with the surprising selection of the fresh foods and ready-to-eat meals you expect from Hy-Vee. While you fill up your gas tank, you can grab grocery staples including fresh produce and fresh bakery items too, or grab fresh meals or snacks. There's something for everyone at Hy-Vee Fast and Fresh of Yankton.
Shop Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every eye.
What's the best beverage to enjoy while rooting on your team? 1919 root beer, of course. 1919 is brewed in small batches with only the finest ingredients, real sugar and real vanilla. The unique recipe and these choice ingredients make 1919 the creamiest, full-bodied draft root beer available. Find it in 12-packs and single-serve cans at grocery, convenience stores, and restaurants. 1919 is alcohol-free and contains no caffeine, making it a beverage of choice at any time for anyone in the family.
Gift cards are great things to give as gifts. But when someone tells you you need to use a gift card to pay for something you owe, like utilities, taxes, and other fees, red flags should go off, and it should cause you to stop and think. Most legitimate companies will never tell you to pay with a gift card. Before you go to purchase these gift cards, please call Consumer Protection at 800-300-1986 and let them check things out for you so you're not out of your hard-earned money.
At Triple Time Rudy's, you get convenient access to quality fuel products. Plus, you'll also find quality South Dakota products like Dimmock cheese and premium meats from the Kaler and Renner lockers. With a local-friendly feel and unique product offering, Triple Time Rudy's is your local convenience store that supports schools and events and provides fuel discounts to Yankton's largest employers. For all of your daily fill-ups and convenience needs, pull into Triple Time Rudy's at 17th and Broadway.
Truxedo, a real truck company, has new job opportunities for you. We are searching for motivated candidates to fill a variety of roles, including production roles on our weekday and weekend shifts, as well as an industrial engineer, shipping clerk, and receiving supervisor. Truxedo offers a positive and team-oriented environment with many perks and benefits. Come seek the new opportunities Truxedo has for you. Visit realtruck.com/careers for more information and to apply.
There are a lot of benefits for your small business when you have a relationship with your locally owned and operated The UPS Store. I'm Doug Frederick, manager of the UPS Store of Yankton. Not only do we provide excellent customer service, but we also provide the necessary tools to help your small business thrive. We can help you with everything ing, printing, packing, copying, faxing, freighting, any ing your small business needs, even shredding, notarizing, mailboxing, every ing for your small business, and of course, shipping. The UPS Store of Yankton, across from Walmart.
Ease and confidence should be at the top of our minds when it comes to banking. But if your finances are clouding your future, call First Dakota National Bank. Supporting our local communities since 1872, we're here to help with personal, business, and ag banking solutions. We're ready to dream big alongside you. Whatever your financial needs or goals, First Dakota is ready to help. Member FDIC.
Oh, Sheboygan, I just can't get you off my mind.
Picnics, family reunions, cookouts, all activities that are a part of this time of the year. And nothing goes better with your get-together than Sheboygan brats, sausages, wieners, and all-beef hot dogs. Get Sheboygan at your local Hy-Vee today. Produced with pride at Simple Meats in Yankton.
The way it tastes is simply divine. I got Sheboygan on my mind. Sheboygan.
And we'll go back to the Hy-Vee pregame show. Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle. And looking forward to an excellent matchup tonight. Brayden, again, winner of this game, moves on to Championship Sunday. They will lock up the second seed in the Yankton pool. You already went over the Crofton side as well. We will have those updates in the postgame show. However, this one wraps up. All right, it's time for our pregame coach interview brought to you by 1919 Root Beer, the creamiest full-body draft root beer available. You can find it on tap at Charlie's Pizza or in cans at Yankton Hy-Vee. This is the conversation I had with Coach Drew Lawrence postgame from earlier this morning. Congratulations, big victory, a very good York team. And I guess some topics to just kind of run through. First of all, errors, both teams, kind of a rough day in the field for both teams. Skelhouse had a good outing. You wouldn't know just looking at the scoreboard without seeing. He only had one earned run out of this total 6.
Yeah, so Skelly did exactly what we needed him to do. He wasn't quite as controlled. He did have more walks than we're used to, but excuse me, I got a cough. Right, we gave him so many extra outs. We don't do that. We don't usually do that at all. So we found ourselves in a hole because of it. I mean, in the first 2 or 3 innings, we gave them 3 or 4 extra outs. But credit to our boys for coming back and being able to find a way to score some runs and win the game.
And then we had aggressive base running. That has been a staple of this Yankton baseball spring, summer, years now, but just making teams uneasy, especially the pitcher on the mound, making them make mistakes. Rugby is one of the runners that comes to my mind thinking about that. And that's just a philosophy that's really paying off, and in this game it really showed.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to keep running. It doesn't really matter how good the catcher's arm is. It doesn't matter how quick the pitcher is. The game last night, or yesterday, the first game we played against Sioux Falls, their pitcher was slide stepping, but we kept stealing, and that's what we did this game. Rugby stole second and scored on it today, and Mac did something very similar, I think, too. It's really cool when we're able to do that because you can always bring speed to the baseball field. There's some days you can't throw strikes, or some days you can't hit, there's some days you can't do a bunch of things in baseball, but you can always be fast. So we're fast, and they know exactly what they need to do as far as being taught base running. They're so good at it, and they're so receptive to it. And over the last 2 years, we've really increased the amount of stolen bases that we're attempting, and that our percentage is phenomenal. So we're gonna keep running, whether they throw us out or not. We're gonna keep doing it because that's what we have to do to win games.
Oh, the next two things kind of blend together, so however you want to take it. But obviously a big third inning for Yankton, scoring 5 runs, and some players that were very involved with that. They had a great day. Cody Oswald, 3 RBIs and 2 hits. Rugby got on base and scored 3 runs on it, 2 hits, and it's sometimes unfair to just pick 1 or 2 players, but just talk about their day and just that big inning.
You know, what Rugby does is pretty remarkable. I don't know if I talked about this last broadcast, but our game we played against Sioux Falls, there were 2 things that happened that game that really set us over. It was Cooper's bunt, and then honestly it was Rugby's walk. So Rugby walks a lot in huge situations because he knows our team needs a base runner. He knows he's going to get on first and probably steal second, maybe third. So Rugby's okay with taking a pitch strike early to see if he can find a way on base. So that's leadership, and that's what Rugby Riken does in every sport. It was good to see Cody come out, and you know, he's been swinging well, but he hasn't got a lot of hits quite yet, and so today was good. You know, crosswind there, that ball that he hit was hit pretty hard, and he's hit some balls hard, so it was good to see him get a couple of hits and feel good about it.
I almost had to race Cody Oswald on a bet I made on air, is that when the bases were loaded, I said, if he hits a grand slam here, Brayden, I will start at second. And let Cody Oswald race me, and then he hit it out to right, and my heart sank just a little bit.
Yeah, well, and it was the stand-up. It was an easy triple except for the fact that you had 3 runners on base, right? So that's why you only got a double, because by the time everyone saw that it was down, Drew was at first. He wasn't able to. I mean, he might have been able to score, but we didn't have any outs at that spot, so we weren't going to send him. But, you know, if nobody's on base there, that ball was in the air for quite a while and moved a long way in the air with the wind. He might have got an inside-the-park home run there, even if he didn't get one over. So, yeah, good thing you didn't lose that bet.
I told Brayden, let's burn the tapes, and this never happened. But
I think there would have been a lot of video cameras there. I don't know if you can burn them all. So.
But
maybe this is something we can schedule, though. We can do that.
Okay, let's bring on that, because we've talked about this kind of one of our side tangents. How fast do you think Cody Oswald could run the bags, unimpeded? Throw a number out there.
I don't know. He's fast. I mean... And I don't even know if is he the fastest one out here? Probably. I don't know. He probably is, but that's funny about this team. You got Mac, you got Rugby, all these guys that are fast.
Different kinds of speed.
Yeah. It's fun.
Yep. Vermillion preview, Coach. Obviously another really tough team tonight, and that game could mean a lot for pool play. We'll see how the standings kind of shake out the rest of the day here. But you mentioned maybe Matthew Sheldon on the mound tonight?
Matthew will be on the mound. Matthew's going to pitch, and we're pretty confident with him out there. And I haven't looked too close. I mean, I know the standings. I think that game is going to between us and Vermillion will decide who plays on Sunday, if I'm looking correctly. So it'll be a big game, and it'll be fun.
He spent Brayden did a semester as a math major, so he's the one that I trust in that. So that's what we're going to go with. Coach, congratulations. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks, appreciate it.
Let's Coach Drew Lawrence. All right, and that was our post-game coach interview. We will go ahead and take another break here on the Hy-Vee pregame show, Yankton Post-12 Legion Baseball, KYNT, KYNTV.
Everyone deserves a competent, compassionate, comfortable medical team. At Yankton Medical Clinic PC, we are your medical team. We know you. We know your medical history and work together to help solve your medical puzzle. With all your medical history in one chart, our physicians truly know you and provide continuity of care. The team at Yankton Medical Clinic facilitates access and communication with specialists on your behalf. At Yankton Medical Clinic, we really do provide so much care, so close to home. Learn more at yanktonmedicalclinic.com.
So, you need a new vehicle. What's the best vehicle for you? Where do you get financing? What's your trade worth? Answer all these questions and more at BillionAuto.com. You can compare 16 new car brands and thousands of used vehicles, all in the palm of your hand at BillionAuto.com. Plus, estimate the trade value of your vehicle in 2 easy steps. It's car buying made easy. Apply for credit pre-approval at BillionAuto.com. All applications accepted, not all approved.
FNBO is the great big small bank, and for more than 165 years, we've been with you where you are. A bank that's ready for all your needs, both big and small. Here to help you earn more, save more, so you can do more every step of the way. It's what you can expect from the great big small bank. FNBO, independent and family owned for 6 generations, and ever so focused on you. Stop on by or visit us at fnbo.com, member FDIC.
Hello, here's to welcoming moments, big and small, embracing the unexpected, savoring life. At Avera, our nationally recognized health system will be right here with you, ready for anything. We listen to your goals and help you achieve them with care and coverage. We'll move you forward through sickness and health and every milestone in between. Avera, moving health forward. Learn more at avera.org/forward.
Make sure your grass is always greener with a new John Deere mower from your local C&B. Big or small, let the experts at C&B help you find the mower or utility tractor that'll help you get the job done right. Stop in and check out the John Deere Z-Track mowers or take a load off with a new utility tractor with attachments available to help you with projects of all sizes. Go green this spring at C&B. Learn more about available offers at DeereEquipment.com. That's DEER Equipment.com.
Whether it's to watch the game, eat out with family, or grab lunch with friends, Checkers Sports Bar and Grill is everyone's favorite place to eat. Checkers' menu has mouth-watering burgers, satisfying sandwiches and wraps, and of course, wings. With 18 specialty wing flavors, there's a sauce for everyone. Like to mix it up? Try their sauce of the month. Head to Checkers Tuesday to Thursday, 4 to 11, and Friday to Sunday, 11 to 11. On Walnut, just north of 4th Street in Yankton. And welcome back to the Hy-Vee pregame show. Let's jump right into our vision of the game, or the keys to the victory. And that is brought to you by Vision Real Estate, where their focus is always on you, Brayden.
It's going to be getting on base for Yankton today. Obviously, they've shown throughout this season, throughout this classic, that they are very aggressive and dangerous when they are on the base paths. But you can't get in the pitcher's head if you're not on the bases to dance behind him. So you need to get on those bases and then be aggressive when you get on there, and that would be a key to victory.
All right, and then our Vision Leader of the Season, our big bat at entering the game, that is brought to you by Vision Care Associates. Looking for the highest quality eye care at the personal touch? Call Vision Care Associates today to schedule eye evaluations for everyone, or visit visioncareassociates.net. Vision Care Associates, where the health of your eyes comes first.
We're going to go with a guy who is one of our co-offensive players of the game in Game 1 this morning, and that was going to be Cody Oswald. Had a double, a single, and a sac fly, 3 total RBIs in 3 at-bats in Game 1. Started out a little slow, but that's just getting into the swing of the summer season without playing in the spring, getting used to baseball speed, and it seems like he found his groove in Game 1, see if he can continue it through to Game 2.
And our starting pitcher preview brought to you by Missouri River Associates. Looking for insurance agents that have the knowledge to point you in the right direction? Contact Missouri River Associates in Yankton. Missouri River Associates, where the health of your eyes comes first.
The man on the mound for this game will be Matthew Shelton. We heard Coach Lawrence talk about it post-game after Game 1, and then obviously as well in the pregame interview, as it was used for both purposes of the same interview. Shelton has not pitched so far in the Legion season, but he did spend some time on the mound in the spring season. Pitched 12 total innings, started 2 games in that, went 2-0. And his win-loss record allowed 4 earned runs, had 13 total strikeouts, a 2.33 ERA, 1.4 WHIP, stranded 17 runners on bases. So he was able to work out of scenarios when he had runners on the base paths.
All right, and then we have our colors of the game brought to you by Buell's Cleaners, offering dry cleaning, laundry, and business services like linens, rags, rugs, and uniforms. Buell's Cleaners, 444 3rd Street, Yankton. Yankton, the home whites, red caps, and white pants, and Vermillion in their navy blue tops, white pants. And nice uniforms for Vermillion. Always like those ones as well. And we have first pitch. Matthew Sheldon on the mound, delivers a strike right in the middle. And first pitch time, 6:42 p.m.
Almost a full hour earlier than yesterday.
Yes, we had a long pregame yesterday. But it turned out well because we got to go over a Spider Jorgensen segment. So.
Don't even get me started. None of those names were real, and you can't convince me otherwise.
Next pitch in there, and that is a ball for the 1-1. And this one is sliced foul into the Yankton bullpen, bringing the count to 1-2 as we play catch-up with our pregame segments here. Field conditions brought to you by C&B Equipment. Navigate around your yard with John Deere lawnmowers from C&B Equipment in Yankton. Today's first pitch temperature, 83 degrees. And the wind coming right from the east at 10 miles per hour, which means it's coming in directly from, well, like the Vermillion dugout, basically.
I say that's coming across the outfield. We got crosswind. See if any fly balls are driven out to right center or right field, it might push them over near the fence.
The payoff pitch fouled off the handle of Connor Peterson at the plate, shortstop for Vermillion. Fans of the game brought to you by Triple Time Rudy's. No matter what you drive, make sure to fuel up at Triple Time Rudy's. 5 cents off each gallon of fuel on Saturdays. Just say you're a fan of KYNT or KYNTV. Payoff pitch, and that is a strikeout to Connor Peterson. And his right-handed hitter takes a seat. That's the first out of the game. Brings up Connor Rohrig, the center fielder for Vermillion Post 1. Special shout-out to those at the KYNTV Watch Party location at Finney's Sports Bar and Casino. With more TVs and a new improved menu, bring your friends and family to Finney's for every game. And right now, Rohrig, 1-0 count. And finally, we have our starting lineups. And those are brought to you by First Chiropractic Center. Making life better, one adjustment at a time. Brayden will try to work together here as whenever we have an opening, why don't you give us the starting lineups?
After this next pitch, I'll go through the batting order for Vermillion.
And the 1-1, strike on the outside, 1-2 count.
Connor Peterson led us off for Vermillion. He's playing shortstop. Connor Rohrig at the plate in center field. Catcher Tate Haig batting third. First baseman Eric Sozel batting fourth. Pitcher Carter Hansen batting fifth. Second baseman Trey Hansen batting sixth. Jack Vitt is batting seventh. He's in left field. Hayden Christofferson batting eighth at third base. And rounding out the order, Carson Priester playing right field.
And another strikeout as Rohrig is sent down to the bench. Umpires of the game today are brought to you by the South Dakota Office of the Attorney General. They are the law on the diamond. Brings up Tate Haig, catcher for Vermillion, as a strike is called on the outside again. Matthew Sheldon so far very consistent with that outside fastball.
Yeah, he's been very good on the plate so far, and we'll talk about the defense behind him when we get another break here.
The 0-1 adds an off-speed, maybe a little bit of a curve ball, hits the netting right above the press box here, brings count 0-2.
Starting in the outfield is a familiar look. Rugby Riken in left and Cody Oswald in center, but then it gets unfamiliar quick as Samuel Kamshoff's out and right. Talk about the infield after this one.
0-2 in the dirt. Brings count to 1-2.
Starting at third base for Yankton is Josh Sheldon. Shortstop, Drew Riken. Second base, Mac Riken. First base, Cooper Grotenheis. Your battery is starting pitcher, Matthew Sheldon. And behind the plate, Jason McCorkle.
And back-to-back, two-back strikeouts. Matthew Sheldon sets down the side. No hits, no runs, and no one left on base. Yankton bats coming up in the bottom of inning number 1 here on KYNT, KYNTV, back in 60 seconds.
For work or play, JJ Benji's has got you covered.
JJ Benji's can help your company or business with the right look for employees.
Logoed clothing for casual Fridays, new employees, or daily wear.
The latest styles and materials. Give your team the look you want.
Speaking of team, if you watch the Bucks, Gazelles, or Lancers play,
JJ Benji's is filled with a variety of gear in stock.
For fans from infants to grandparents.
JJ Benji's, 201 Pine Street, Yankton.
For work or play, let JJ Benji's make you look good.
When I'm looking for inspiration, I find it playing ukulele. Music inspires me to be bold and self-expressive. It teaches me how to turn life experiences into art and find new ways to connect with those around me. How do you show your imaginative side? Schedule your campus visit to Mount Marty University at showyourspiritmmu.com.
You are listening to Yankton Baseball on KYNT, Yankton's home team. This broadcast is brought to you in part by
Mason.
They call him Scotty. I'm throwing him under the bus. It's all right, Scotty. As we rejoin the action here at Riverside Field. And really nice night for baseball. And that's just something that we always talk about, Brayden. Yeah, sure, it's something easy to talk about in a broadcast for baseball. The game that probably takes the weather into account the most, but it really is true tonight. Just beautiful weather.
It is beautiful. It's always beautiful, especially with the river right there in the background. The flag kind of blowing with the gentle wind.
And at the plate, Mac Riken to get things started off here for post 12. Carter Hansen, lengthy right-hander on the mound, sends it forward 1-0. Mac Riken has he had a great spring Yankton Buck season. And a good start to the Legion season. Has had a rough Kyle Mueller Classic, but looking to change things up. He did have a hit in the last game, though, if my memory serves. And kind of maybe that was the start of kind of climbing out of it. As he has the 1-0, Hansen delivers. And it's a 3-hopper over to short. Up with it. The throw over to first is in time with the first base and can't quite glove it. Kind of had to veer off to his right side a bit. And Mac Reichen reaches safely. And that first baseman, Eric Solzel.
You assume that's going to be ruled an error, either throwing or receiving at first. Also, just want to say one more thing to our board operator, Scotty. We're just pulling your leg. Nobody's upset with you in here. It happens to everybody.
I'm furious.
I've done it before, and you have not fired me yet, so nobody needs to worry.
Absolutely furious. Just joking. Drew Reichen at the plate for Yankton. Runner on. And sends this one a foul. Try to take out his head coach, Coach Drew Lawrence.
It is ruled an error on Mac Reichen reaching first. Doesn't say exactly who it's on, though, so I believe it was on the throw, though, as it pulled the first baseman off the bag.
We are having a live stats conundrum again, but we'll get there. And Drew Reichen sends this one out toward right center. It does get down. A roll on the warning track to the fence. Mac Reichen hustling around third. He'll score. Drew digging for 3. A stand-up RBI triple for the Drew crew. Yankton leading 1-0 here in the bottom of the first.
I've made this joke to you before, but I'll say it again. Now you could almost say that is that's 3 for the Drew crew.
You could say that.
Shades of basketball season all over again. Big RBI triple, though, by Reichen. And good wheels from Mac because he was slowing down between first and second just in case that ball was caught. He had to turn that engine up in a hurry to get all the way around the bases.
And Rugby Reichen now sends this one up the middle. Nice diving stop by the shortstop. Throws him out at first, but that will be an RBI coming in for Rugby Reichen as Drew Reichen comes in to score. Yankton leads 2-0 here in the bottom of inning number 1. So fielder's choice RBI brings up Matthew Sheldon. So pitcher versus pitcher, curveball in there from Hansen is a strike called, 0-1.
Sheldon had a decent showing in game 1, reached base on a walk, singled, and then had a sac fly RBI as well.
And Sheldon also has got hit by a pitch in between the shoulder blades. He'll take his bag.
As long as it's between the shoulder blades. I was hit by in the shoulder blade once by a baseball. I'm not going to say it's the exact reason I don't play baseball anymore, but it definitely factored into my decision making.
You know, I could have gone pro. It wasn't for the fact that I wasn't that good.
Man, if I had managed, well, here's the thing. I had a pretty good glove at second base, all right, back in the day. I could not hit a ball. But I was 1 for 16 my 6th grade year, but it was a triple, so what's my slugging?
Pitch misses low, and taking off is Matthew Sheldon. Excuse me, we have a pinch runner? We don't have our live stats, so pinch runner?
I believe so. Can we get him to do a quick turn real quick so I can see the number on the back of his jersey? Cause
what's your number?
I know it's not Sheldon because I know he wears that wrist guard on his left hand usually. So,
well, we have a mystery runner in for Yankton.
There was a number called
you want to
out.
say? I'm going to call it. I'm going to say it's Skelhaus.
I was going to say that's exactly what I'm thinking it was because I heard the umpire call out 14 earlier. And it kind of looks like it from here. Obviously, we're far away, and he's got a helmet on, so you can't see his hair. But
I just know that look of fury from anywhere from the basketball court. And as Cody Oswald lifts this one into foul territory, and it will remain foul. And it'll be a 2-1 count. Yes.
He walks back to second. That is Isaiah Skelhaus in there at second base, pinch running for Matthew Sheldon.
So runner in scoring position for Yankton, leading 2-0, entering, or excuse me, in the bottom of the first. Skelhaus, courtesy runner for Matthew Sheldon. Pitch in there to Cody Oswald is a strike. Means the count to 2-2.
Hanson's got into a little bit of trouble early, but he has been working the strike zone very well.
Cody Oswald chops this one foul. So we were talking to Coach Drew Lawrence about Cody Oswald and running the bases and how fast he is. You know, very serious talk. Who could rival him in a base race? But let's wait for after this pitch. The 2-2. Oswald hits this one hard out towards center. Maybe not as hard as I thought. Center fielder just under it, gloves it, and that will advance Skelhaus to third. And so now another run 90 feet from home for Yankton as Jason McCorkle will take his steps into the batter's box.
I think you got to look at that track roster to really see guys.
Grotenhuis.
Obviously, Grotenhuis was part of a relay team that finished top 8 in the state. Rugby Riken himself finished top 8 in the state. And in the state, maybe I'm hungry.
Rugby's fast, but and he's an amazing athlete. It's not like we're talking anything bad about rugby, but I'm thinking Cody is faster. So I'm just trying to think of who else.
Mac and Drew are sneaky quick, but they didn't run track, so I don't have times to put proof to that.
Well, you heard me talking to Coach Lawrence too. There's different kinds of fast. You know how quick you are, but I think, yes, he's a Yankton buck, but Cody runs like a gazelle. So I mean.
Hey, you think of some guys pull a name out of the Junior Legion team. I know Evan Sirk has some wheels on him as well, but.
Two-hopper over to third, and the throw is high and above the glove. Jason McCorkle will round and head toward second. Run comes in for Yankton, 3-0 in the bottom of the first inning. So Jason McCorkle reaches on an error, and another run scores. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and say Cody Oswald will win that race. I don't think...
That's not a knock on anybody on the Bucks either.
To be very clear.
On Yankton Post 12.
Yeah.
I put $1 in the jar.
Yeah, put $1 in the Yankton Bucks jar. Yeah, to be very clear, we are not saying that there's no one else fast on Post 12. What we're saying is Cody Oswald's probably the fastest. And first pitch in the dirt from Hansen gets the backstop. And courtesy runner Lucas Kamshoff heads over to third.
Didn't even need to see the number. I just saw the flow.
Saw the locks blowing in the wind.
It's aerodynamic. Makes them go faster.
I think it would have the exact opposite effect.
It causes drag,
yeah.
But it's fine.
It's science. It's right. You were just a math major for a semester, not a science major.
I didn't take aerodynamics class.
Yeah, because you need to take aerodynamics class for that. That's the first day. And Josh Sheldon hits one out toward center, and it is off the glove of the center fielder. Run comes in for Yankton. And that was Connor Rohrig out there. That will be an error assessed to Vermillion. Yankton leads 4-0 as Josh Sheldon reaches on an error. That'll bring up Samuel Kamshoff. If memory, did he hit last night? I think he was hit 4, right?
No, he was hit 4. He had a DH for him.
Yeah, so this is Samuel Kamshoff's first at-bats this season.
I can go check the official Legion stats, but I'm pretty sure.
Kamshoff had struggles at the plate last season for Post 12, but really was a key contributor on the mound for Yankton.
And this is the first at-bat of the season for Kamshoff.
And if I remember his season last year, yeah, the average was down and everything at the plate, but he had long at-bats. He would draw out pitchers' counts and really battle there at the plate. 2-0. From Hansen, 3-0 on the outside. And Hansen, quick look over to first. We get Sheldon. He just brings him back to the bag. Pitch in the outside, called strike, 3-1 count. Winner of this game will advance to Championship Sunday tomorrow. Top 2 teams from each pool, the Yankton and Crofton pool. Kamshoff takes a pitch high and draws a walk. Now bring up Cooper Grotenhuis.
Something to think about here just to show how mistakes out in the field are costing Vermillion. Carter Hansen has pitched very well on the mound. Outside, he had obviously that walk, and he hit Matthew Sheldon with a pitch. But outside of that, he's only allowed 1 hit, and all 8 all 8 members of the batting order have come through so far, and this will round out the order as Cooper Grotenhuis is at the plate.
And ball hit foul as a strike. And curveball hangs high. So 1-1 count. I mean, Cooper is fast. We know that. I'm just never going to let this Cody Oswald thing go until I find out how fast he can run the bases. And Grodnice pokes this one out towards second. It is glove. The throw over is in time. And that ends the Yankton at bat. So a 4-3 put out. And Yankton does bat all the way around once on. All right, help me out, Brayden. How many hits?
Only one.
Yeah, so one hit and one left on.
Two left on.
Two left on, thank you. And 4 runs. And such thanks to a few of our sportscaster partners. Without them, this broadcast would not be possible. America's Best Realty. Tired of renting or apartment living? Ready to upgrade or own your own home? Call America's Best Realty at 260-1600 and unlock the American dream. And Boston Shoes to Boots. Footwear expert since 1915. Boston Shoes to Boots carries high-quality work boots, casual, athletic, and dress shoes for men and women. Located at 3rd and Broadway or bostonshoestoboots.com. And Elwood Family Dental Care, where they take care of the entire family and are always welcoming new patients. We'll be back in 1 minute here from Riverside Field.
Olson Pest Technicians is a family-owned business since 1966, and with over 50 years of pest management, they understand your issues, and their well-trained team will help you solve your pest problems. Issues with cockroaches, ants, bedbugs, bats, termites, spiders, rats, mice, or other creepy crawling pests? Give your home a fresh start and use the proven method of fumigation to take care of your pest problem. Olson's Pest Technicians will thoroughly get rid of pests so you can rest easy again. Call Olson Pest today, 800-KILL-BUG. That's 1-800-KILBUGS.
Throw another burger on the grill because barbecue season has arrived. It's up at the lake, out in the park, and right here in Yankton. Get the family together and head down to Lewis and Clark Lake to make the most of these summer days while they last. On your way, stop by Shop Easy, south of Yankton, for everything you need, from snacks to drinks to paper plates. Barbecue season, powered locally at Cenex. Shop Easy, owned and operated by the Santee Sioux Nation, is open 24 hours for your convenience.
When you need to be sure, make it Sureco. For over 40 years, Sureco has been revolutionizing the tarping industry. From the original Sherlock side-to-side roll tarp to the 4500 series electric tarp to the ProTrap electric hoppers, Sureco has been exceeding the needs of farms and fleets across the U.S. and beyond. When only the best will do, give us a call at 1-800-474-8756 or find us online at Sureco.com. Make it Sureco.
Back-to-back strikeouts for Matthew Sheldon. He struck out Eric Solzel on our break. And I think that streak just ended, and it did. A base hit out to center. Cody Oswald in front of it, and that is Carter Hansen. Helping himself out, pitcher versus pitcher, and pokes one out to center field for a base hit.
4-peat from Sheldon to start this game with strikeouts on the mound. Not even Jordan could do that.
Couldn't even get it to 5. It's a joke. They're going to throw baseball up here, aren't they?
Jordan probably did have a streak of 4 strikeouts in a row while playing baseball, but it's all right.
And pitch misses on the outside. That is to Trey Hansen.
I don't know why I randomly decided to slander Michael Jordan, but let's not worry about it.
This is random strays being cut at Michael Jordan. He cares. He's probably watching.
Well, I mean, he's held a grudge at Isaiah Thomas for like 30 or 40 years now, so he'd probably take it personally. You've seen the memes?
Michael Jordan, if you are watching, I don't want an autograph or anything. I just want money. And the 1-1. Sheldon delivers. And Trey Hansen takes the ball on the outside and brings count 2-1.
Unfortunately, I think the man has a couple better things to do, but obviously that's a lie. What's better than watching some Yankton baseball on KYNT and KYNTV?
And a 3-1 count missing high. Sorry, I was on silent. I was trying to think of something. Nothing is better.
I shouldn't ask you long-form questions. I'm sorry. I know it's been a long weekend already.
It really has. As we have a payoff pitch at the plate for Trey Hansen.
Trying to get the old think box working.
Had to reboot it earlier. And that one's hit out toward shallow right center. Working his way under it is Kamshoff for the out. That's 2 away. I do have someone tracking down the mystery as to why no live stats again. But we will get it figured out. And if we don't need them, just nice to have them.
It's you know, it's a want, not a need. And I don't know. My mom used to tell me to find the difference back in the day, but doesn't mean I don't want it.
I used to tell my mom, just let me be mad, you know. Stop trying to make me feel better. Left fielder Jack Vitt at the plate for Vermillion. As Sheldon delivers. Ball misses high, 1-1 count now.
I've had similar conversations with members of my family and my roommates. Just let me be upset for like 5 minutes, and then we'll work on a solution. I'm not going to take any of your solutions seriously right out the gate.
Yeah, don't try to make me feel better right now.
let me be upset for a minute, and then we'll work on the problem.
I know there's worse, like, or it could. Oh, the worst thing to say to someone. It could be worse.
Yeah, but it could be better, couldn't it?
That's what I'm saying. And the 2-1 as Sheldon checks the runner and delivers to Vitt. And this one's hit hard out toward right center. And I'm really being loose with the word hard today, as that one is gloved by Cody Oswald. Solid contact is what I should say. So F8 in your scorebook. And 1 hit and no runs and 1 runner left on for Vermillion as we enter the top of inning number 2. Yankton leading 4-0 here. Day 2 of the Kyle Mueller Classic.
Think about how people really see you. The kid at the drive-thru just sees a coffee drinker.
Please pull forward.
Your local barista sees the person who loves a smiley face in their latte.
See you next time.
It's kind of the same way with insurance. Other insurance companies just see a customer, but a State Farm agent sees more. They see you as a neighbor. Your State Farm agent is here to get to know who you really are, so they can help life go right.
Call State Farm agent Rhonda Westland at 665-4411 today to learn more.
Sports injuries can be the result of competitive activities, but can also happen by just participating in leisure activities too. If you're experiencing pain as the result of your chosen activity, consider chiropractic care. I'm Dr. Mackenzie Erlinson with First Chiropractic Centers. We have experienced chiropractors that work with sports injuries every day. Our treatment options are aimed to minimize pain, reduce recovery time, and reduce risk of future injuries. Visit First Chiropractic Centers, making life better, one adjustment at a time.
And welcome back to Riverside Fields. Or if you heard our last conversation, you're on your streaming therapy here on KYNTV, KYNT. It's like half baseball and half how we want to be treated when we're upset. I was thinking back to our conversation. Someone driving on Broadway right now. I was like, what is going on? 2 hopper over to third. Mac Reichen goes across the diamond and is thrown out just in the nick of time. And so a 5-3 put out. And that'll bring up Drew Reichen. Tripled in his first at-bat. It was an RBI triple for Drew Reichen.
Mac Reichen led off the first and second inning. Yankton trying to go through their entire lineup again here. That'd be preferred for the Yankton bats.
They would never turn it down. 1 away, bottom of inning number 2. Ball is spiked by Carter Hansen. And it's a 1-0 count. So can I tell you something traumatizing that happened over the weekend?
Oh, brother. It's only Saturday.
Actually, it happened on Thursday. So
last week.
Yeah, Thursday, yeah. Oh, and the ball's hit right up the middle as Drew Reichen tries to take a Carter Hansen with a hit out the middle, but Hansen does hop out of the way. Self-preservation style, I should say. And we have a base hit for Drew Reichen.
Kids would call that a skip to my loo. It's me, I'm kids.
That's calling. I want to save my shins.
I like being able to walk in a straight line, so I'm going to jump out of the way of this.
All right, so back to my traumatizing thing. So Thursday. So Katie brings home groceries just before she heads to Minneapolis with the kids, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I have to put away all his groceries, which is fine. Drew Reichen takes off, and it's a 1 hopper over to third. Rugby trying to beat it out. He can't, but Drew Reichen's trying to stretch it into 3, and he is thrown out trying to stretch. So let's unpack this in our storybooks. Rugby, a ground out to short.
I believe to third.
Third, excuse me. Thank you. That's why I really emphasized the short. I wasn't quite sure. but grounded out to third, and then Drew Reichen was thrown out as the throw went across the diamond, trying to go from 2 to 3. So that ends the Yankton at-bat. There's one hit, one runner not left on, and no runs. And we will enter the top of inning number 3 after I think a few of our sportscaster partners. And amongst them, J&H Cleaning, carpet, upholstery, area rugs, air ducts, dryer vents, power washing, and janitorial services for businesses. Dirty doesn't stand a chance. If it's dirty, J&H can clean it. Check out jhcleaningsd.com. And Kaiser Heating and Cooling. When it comes to heating and cooling, be the wiser and go with Kaiser. That's Kaiser Heating and Cooling of Yankton. And Explorers Credit Union. Wherever you want your financial journey to take you, Explorers Credit Union is here to help with the vision of financial empowerment for everyone. Discover the difference at explorerscu.com. Back in 30 seconds from Riverside Field.
This sports season, keep your athlete hydrated with sparkling ice. Choose from a rainbow of colors and flavors, each sourced from nature with vitamins, antioxidants, and zero sugar. Sparkling ice. Tease your taste buds with tropical flavor. And rehydrate with Prime Hydration. The perfect combination of flavor and function, changing how you refresh, replenish, and refuel. With 5 awesome flavors and no added sugar, you're getting the taste you want without anything you don't. Prime Hydration, the perfect boost for every endeavor.
Welcome back to Riverside Field. At the plate for Vermillion is Hayden Christofferson. And he has a 0-2 account as I turn play-by-play over to Brayden Butler.
Oh, yeah, it is the top of the 3rd inning here in Yankton.
Surprise.
0-2 count for Christofferson. That one, strike 3, sat down by Matthew Sheldon. His 5th strikeout already in this contest. We haven't even gone fully through the Vermillion batting order. So that opens up inning number 3. Brings up the 9-hole hitter Carson Priester. Top of the order behind him, Connor Peterson and Connor Rohrig. Low pitch, grounded to short, hops a couple times, finds the glove of Drew Reich as he fires across, puts it right on the money to Cooper Grotenheisen. That's a throw out at first from Drew Reichen. Quick couple outs right away here at the top of the 3rd. Matthew Sheldon's trying to get back around and get a bat in his hand.
All right, so you're going to hear my tragic story. So anyway, she tells me to put away groceries, Brayden, right? And so she leaves, so I'm very busy doing something for work, and so I put away all the frozen stuff and all this stuff, but I did forget an item. An entire, like one of those big sleeves of ice cream sundaes. Didn't discover it till nighttime.
Tragic.
It was. Had to tell her all about it.
Shakespeare's got nothing on your tragedies, my guy.
She told Kirby, as if like Dad let her down. So
he let me down, and I don't know how yet. It's a 1-0 count. First pitch from Sheldon was a ball. This one on the ground to the shortstop again. Diving effort by Drew Reichen, but he can't get there. It'll be a single through the wickets for Connor Peterson. He's on base to bring up Connor Rohrig. Rohrig struck out in his first at-bat. Obviously, how we got here. First out, Hayden Christofferson struck out. Carson Priester grounded out to the shortstop for the 2nd out of the inning. And then Connor Peterson on first base. First pitch to Connor Rohrig is in there for a strike 1. It's a 4-0 lead for Yankton here in the top of the 3rd. I had 4 on the brain. I'm looking at the 4 on the score sheet. 2 down. This one popped up and sent foul over the press boxes here in Yankton. Excuse me, a little bit of a hiccup. But foul balls are brought to you by Midwest Insurance Agency. You don't want the crack of the bat to enter the crack of your windshield and not have adequate insurance coverage. Let Midwest Insurance find the right coverage for your vehicles. Sheldon out of the stretch. This one hard gets past second baseman Reichen into the glove of Lucas Kamshoff out in right field. That's another base hit. Back-to-back singles. Put 2 runners on for Vermillion. Starting to get a little pop in the bat. 2nd time through the order here for Vermillion. It's the 3-hole hitter, Tate Haig, coming up. Struck out in his first at-bat. Eric Solzel on deck. Carter Hansen, the pitcher, in the hole. Sheldon getting the call from his catcher, McCorkle. Now he's checking the runner at second as he comes set. Comes home with it, leaves it off the plate for ball 1. Sheldon's been pumping gas early on here, but finds himself with runners in scoring position for the first time today. Big swing and a miss from Haig there. Puts a strike on the board for Sheldon. One count as Sheldon checks the runner at second. Does a double take. Mac Reichen runs back to his position. Sheldon spikes that one, though, and it gets away from McCorkle. The runners will advance to second and third. It's now 2 in scoring position for Vermillion. With 2 down in the inning, Sheldon just has to shut his brain off for the runners on base. Focus on the batter in the box. You get him out, you end the inning. Looks like there's a conversation between the pitcher and the home plate umpire. Switching the balls out. I don't know what goes into that decision-making process, so I'm not even going to infer what the call was there, but Matthew Sheldon's got a fresh ball. 2-1 count.
2-1.
Says play. Sheldon out of the windup here. This one driven hard out to right field. Kamshoff circling underneath of it, and he gets it on the run. Good play out and right by Samuel Kamshoff. No runs come across for Vermillion. 2 hits, 2 runners left on base. We go to the bottom of inning number 3 here in Yankton. Yankton post 12 bats coming up in the bottom of the third. They lead 4-0 back in 60 seconds on KYNT, KYNTV.
Small businesses are the backbone of our community. CoreTrust helps your business thrive with checking, online bill pay, small business loans, credit card processing, local approval and support for government grants and loans, investments to grow your hard-earned assets, and insurance to protect them. All from CoreTrust, the community bank that's right down the street and everywhere you want us to be. Visit CoreTrustBank.com today.
Member FDIC.
At Ladwig Family Dental Care, we see patients from 1 to 101.
Come experience our gentle touch while you relax in our massage chairs and watch TV. Patients are loving our new digital scanner. No more ooey gooey gaggy impressions.
We'd love to meet you, and we're always accepting new patients. Call 665-2530 to make an appointment. Ladwig Family Dental Care, where we take care of the entire family.
Welcome back in here on KYNT, KYNTV. We go to the bottom of the game, inning number 3. Yankton has a 4-0 lead. When I said Matthew Sheldon want to get back and get a bat in his hands, I meant it. He's leading off this inning. On deck for Yankton is Cody Oswald. In the hole, Jace McCorkle. If he gets past them, Josh Sheldon, Samuel Kamshoff, Cooper Grotenheis waiting in the wings. Sheldon's had a great day on the mound so far. Got into a little trouble last inning, but was able to work out of a jam with 2 runners in scoring position. See what he can do here. Pitcher battle between him and Hansen. First pitch finds the outside part of the zone, strike 1. Second pitch, can't find the zone, and ties up the count at 1-1. One pitch for Hansen, working out of the windup. Can't hit the zone on that one either. It's a 2-1 count now. Two-1 pitch, also out of the zone for ball 3. It's a 3-1 count now to Sheldon.
3-1.
That one left inside, ball 4. Matthew Sheldon will take his base to start this half inning. That brings up Cody Oswald. Sheldon yet to officially record an at-bat, hit by a pitch in his first at-bat now with that walk. He's 0 for 0, but 2 plate appearances. They're going to pinch run for him again here. Looks like Isaiah Skelhaus is the man checking in. First pitch to Cody Oswald. Lets that one go for ball 1. Skelhaus stealing second. He gets in there in time. It was a good throw and a good play at second. Skelhaus just beats the tag. Hansen working out of the stretch as he comes set. It's a 1-0 count to Oswald. And he puts a drive into this one to right center field. That one looks like it's going to find the gap, and it does. Hits the base of the fence. Skelhaas takes the turn at third. He's coming home. Cody Oswald chugging for third. He's going to slide in safely. An RBI triple for Cody Oswald. What a play for Cody, driving that one deep to right center off the base of the fence, showing the pop in the bat and the speed on the base paths. He's now in scoring position as that brings up Jace McCorkle. Yankton leads 5-0.
And now I have a baseline to go on my how fast can he run the bases. I can watch this, Brayden. I'm all about this sports science life.
McCorkle takes the first pitch for a ball. We talked to you talked to Drew Lawrence in the postgame of Game 1, and he talked about Cody Oswald's 2 RBI double in that first game, how he thought Cody could have got all the way around for a triple on that if it hadn't had to hold up, because obviously keeping the runners safe, you don't want them advancing too far in case the ball's caught.
Yeah, and he really definitely could have put that into a triple, like you said, or like Coach said, probably standing too. Like you said, it was just one of those situations where he was kind of jammed up.
This one finds the gap between third and first and shortstop, Jace McCorkle on first base. Cody Oswald comes home. It's now 6-0 Yankton. Going to get a pinch runner for McCorkle. That's Lucas Kamshoff checking in at first. That brings up Josh Sheldon. Sheldon reached on an error in the first inning. Kamshoff on the move. That one bounces in front of the plate and gets away from the catcher. Kamshoff makes the turn. He's chugging for third as well. He's going to get to third base standing up. Kamshoff swipes 2 bags on the play. It's a 1-0 count to Josh Sheldon. Kamshoff the same distance from Sheldon now, but in a completely different area. This one driven out to left field. It's going to bounce in front of the left fielder. That's going to be a base hit for Sheldon. Kamshoff's going to jog home as well. Another run up on the board for Yankton. Makes it a 7-0 ball game here in the bottom of the third. Samuel Kamshoff up to bat now. Reached on a walk in his first at-bat. We're going to have a mound visit here. Mound visits are brought to you by one of Yankton's biggest and best employers, Hedro. When you're ready for a break and looking for a new direction, visit job.hedro.com. See how it shakes out for Kamshoff coming up to bat. As I mentioned, reached on a walk in the first inning. And we'll see if this leads to a pitching change here. I haven't seen the coach for Vermillion take the ball from his man on the mound, so maybe just one of those pep talks. Obviously, in a classic in a tournament scenario like this, you kind of let these pitchers ride it out a little more than you usually would. I know Coach Lawrence has talked about that at length in some of the post-game interviews so far. And it looks bleak right now, but there's still plenty of ball game left to be played. You don't want to use too many arms in case you need more tomorrow. 7-0 lead, bottom of inning number 3. Samuel Kamshoff at the plate. Hansen will stay on the mound. Hansen checking the runner at first. That's Josh Sheldon. Sheldon looks like he's itching to steal. Hansen comes home. Sheldon doesn't go, but it's a popped out to right field. That's going to drop in front of the right fielder. Another base hit. Back-to-back singles for Yankton. That puts Samuel Kamshoff on first and brings up Cooper Grotenheis. Nobody out yet in the inning either. It all started with a Matthew Sheldon walk, followed by an RBI triple by Cody Oswald. RBI single for McCorkle. Another RBI single for Josh Sheldon, and now that single for Samuel Kamshoff. 2 runners on. They're on first and second. Cooper Grotenheis at the plate. First pitch to Grotenheis. Gets a little too far underneath this one as he's popped it up in foul territory down the left field line. Gloved by the third baseman. That'll be the first out of the inning and bring up Mac Reichen for the top of the order.
This will be that Mac Reichen has hit in every inning so far.
There's your stat of the day.
Here you go.
So far, we're only in inning number 3. There could be more stats of the day. Really is a loose term. First pitch to Reichen in his third at-bat of the game, coming in inning number 3. Delayed call from the home plate umpire, but it is a strike on the inside part of the plate. That one does not find the zone for ball 1. 1-1 count now to Reichen. Runners on first and second. Samuel Kamshoff on first, Josh Sheldon on second here. That one clips the outside part of the plate for strike two. It's a 1-2 count now to Reichen. Reached on an error in his first at-bat, grounded out to the third baseman in the last inning. See what he can do in inning number 3. He's the leadoff man for Yankton. Sends this one up towards left center. Left fielder getting underneath of it, though. Bobbles it for a moment, makes the bobble catch and secures the out. The runner's going to advance to third on the play.
So they're arguing that he didn't tag up, and that's why they just threw it to second. But the field official is saying that he did tag up, so it's simple as that. Did he? Didn't he? I guess we'll have to wait and see if someone has it on live stream. And yeah, I do. I'll wait and I'll let you know.
I guess the biggest argument there is if he tagged up on the bobble but left before the catch was secured, how do you rule that as an umpire? But as it stands, Josh Sheldon's at third. Umpire decision is final, and that brings up Drew Reichen. Joining Mac Reichen in the batting for every inning club. RBI triple in his first at-bat, singled in his second, but was caught stealing. That ended inning number 2. First pitch to him is off the plate for ball 1. It's a hard hit ball from Mac Reichen there that ended up being caught by the left fielder. Throw over to first base, trying to keep Kamshoff near the bag. No movement from third. Sheldon will stay put.
So it looks like he was in the process of bobbling it, but I mean, it was still a catch, so it's just how the official rules it. And
Kamshoff looked like he was going to start going, but thinks twice about it. It's a ball high. 2-0 count now. And that's one of those ticky-tack things of the rule book. I don't know the exact wording. If it does wording of the start of the catch process or if it's when it's secured is when they can leave. But either way, Josh Sheldon's on third base. Yankton's leading 7-0 here. There's 1 down in the inning. .3-0 pitch to Drew Reichen. That one's in the zone for strike 1. Reichen was taken all the way there. See what he does, see how aggressive he is on a 3-1 count. Hansen with the pitch. Very aggressive as he grounds this one between the shortstop and third baseman again. That rolls into left field. Another RBI for Drew Reichen. This one on a single. That brings up Rugby Reichen. And he's the last guy who gets a chance to say this. He is now also batted in all 3 innings. He was the last batter of the second inning, so nobody else can say they batted all 3 innings.
yes.
Big brain. That's why you, I think, pay me. Anyway.
No, you can tell when you're looking over here that I was like in the middle of a thinking project. My wife has to deal with the same kind of issue with me, and she'll be like, you know what I mean? To me. Yes.
I made a comment that I was waiting for your reaction. I looked over at you, and I could see the gears turning, and I just knew. I knew.
I was actually in the middle of counting something, and so that's why I look up, and I was
that's
like...
why, man, the gears were turning, all right?
Smoke leaving my ears. It's like, yes.
I thought you had to take your shoes off for a moment the way you were going. Anyway, back to action here. It's an 0-1 count. Make it 0-2 to Rugby Reichen. Very nonchalant in the box, even being down 0-2. Just dusting off his cleats, taking some practice swings. He steps back in. 0-2 count with 2 down. Runners on first and second. Samuel Kamshoff on second. Drew Reichen on first. That one low and away for ball 1. 1-2 count now to Rugby. No hits in the game for Rugby, but he has an RBI on the score sheet as a runner scored when he grounded out to shortstop in the first inning. That one off the plate for a ball as well. Kamshoff's going to scoot to third. Drew Reichen's also going to be on the move as he gets to second on the wild pitch. 2 runners in scoring position, and Reichen's worked it back to a 2-2 count. Two-two pitch, popped up by Reichen. He got too far underneath of it, up the elevator shaft. Play being made behind the plate. Good coverage and good play by the catcher for Vermillion. That's Tate Haig as he ends the inning there, but not before 4 Yankton post 12 batters come across the plate. Looks like 5 hits, 4 runs, 2 runners left on base here in this one. We're going to go to the top half of inning number 4, but first I'd like to thank a couple of our Sportscaster Club members, starting with Aztec. Aztec of Yankton was founded on innovation and a passion to help their customers, and they live their core values every day. Right now, they are offering a healthy sign-on bonus and wage, along with great benefits. Build your career with the group that's built to connect from rock to road. Stop by for a walk-in interview or click careers at aztecindustries.com. Also, Midwest Insurance Agency, a local independent insurance agency offering insurance from a local South Dakota company, DeSmet Farm Mutual. Midwest Insurance Agency is located just east of the Yankton Bowl. And lastly, One Office Solution, the one source for all your office products, including copiers, furniture, and office supplies. One Office Solution, located next to Pizza Ranch on Broadway in Yankton. 8-0 as the Yankton defense retakes the field. We'll be back with coverage of inning number 4 in 30 seconds on KYNT, KYNTV.
Looking left the entire way. Feed route wide open. Carter Bell. Touchdown. South Dakota. And the Coyotes extend the lead.
Be a part of the fun inside the Dakota Dome this fall. South Dakota football season tickets are available now. The Coyotes' 6-game home schedule opens September 9th against St. Thomas and includes games against rivals South Dakota State and North Dakota. Season ticket packages are the best value and are available at goyotes.com. We are South Dakota.
Welcome back on KYNT and KYNTV as my hand stings. Thank you for the high five, Bryce. It's a 1-2 count as we come back to action here after that strike just there from Matthew Sheldon. It's Eric Solzel at the plate. That one inside, almost clipped Solzel. It's ball 2. They flipped the count on me. It said 2 strikes for a moment. Now it says 2-1 count. That one in there for a strike. So now there's 2 on him. Should be, I believe the ump just called full count. That one's in there. Strike 3. Another punch out for Matthew Sheldon. Makes it 6 total punch outs on the day for the man on the mound. Brings up the pitcher, Carter Hansen, who singled in his last at-bat. Sheldon with the opening pitch. That one low and away, ball 1. Sheldon has had a great day on the mound so far. Has allowed 3 hits, but none of them have gone extra bases, just a triple of singles. Or 3-piece of singles, maybe even a soda, who's to say. It's a 2-0 count. The second pitch was a ball as well from Sheldon. 2-1 count now as he pumps a strike by him. It was always a proud moment. It's always nice to get you to truly laugh on the broadcast, Bryce. But it's almost more funnier. It's almost more funny and a more proud moment when you get that little chuckle that comes out that you know is not forced. It just kind of happens. It's a foul ball down the right field line by Hansen and out of play. Foul ball is brought to you by Midwest Insurance Agency. You don't want the crack of the bat to end in the crack of your windshield and not have adequate insurance coverage. Let Midwest Insurance Agency. Let Midwest Insurance find the right coverage for your vehicles. 2-2 pitch from Sheldon. And that one finds the outside part of the plate for strike 3. 7 Ks have been hung by Matthew Sheldon, and that one can be put up backwards. Got him looking. That brings up Trey Hansen. Hansen, the second baseman, flew out to right field in inning number 2. We've had back-to-back strikeouts here in the 4th inning. Eric Solzel started off with a strikeout. Carter Hansen struck out after him, and now Trey Hansen at the plate. 1-0 count after an opening ball from Sheldon. This one on the ground to the first baseman, Grotenheis. He gloves it, flips it over to Sheldon, covering the bag, and that will do it. 3 up, 3 down. No hits, no runs, no runners left on base for Vermillion. We go to the bottom of inning number 4. Yankton leads 8-0 back in 60 seconds on KYNT, KYNTV.
I'm Lenny, and I've worked at Hedro since 2013. Some say hydro, but it's Hedro. Simply put, we bring aluminum to life by shaping it into the things the world needs. We're global and in over 40 countries. There are 23 plant locations in the U.S., and Yankton is the second largest. This means a career at Hedro is strong and promising, with a great chance to move up or move around. Be a part of a bigger story. A story shaped by you. Jobs.hedro.com.
Do you really think it's a good idea to buy insurance off the internet? After all, it is insurance. It's not a commodity like a toaster. It's a contract to protect what you value most: your home, your car, your business, your health, and even your life. You need a professional, in-person agent to make sure you have the right coverage to fit your family's needs. Schedule an appointment with us today. Missouri River Associates, 665-6885.
We have a pitching change on the mound as we come back for the bottom of the fourth inning. Tate Haig moves from behind the plate to the pitcher's mound. We have an unfortunate scenario where the man behind the plate, the back straps of his chest protector, perfectly cover up the number on his back. If we get a better glimpse of it at some point, we will get that number to you as quickly as we can. But with Haig moving to pitcher, that does it for Carter Hansen's day on the mound. He moves to third base from the looks of it. Trying to get the full rundown here of everybody moving around.
New pitcher for Vermillion is number 11, Tate Haig. Yankton's the pitcher, number 16, Matthew.
Well, our first pitcher duel of the Tate Haig era on the mound as Matthew Sheldon steps into the batter's box. First pitch from Haig. Over the plate, strike one. Looks like that's number 1 behind the plate, so that'd be Connor Peterson. He's no longer out at shortstop, so that would add up. Ground ball to the left side of the infield, gloved by Carter Hansen, the former pitcher, now at third base. He throws across the diamond and gets the out. Carter Hansen, moved to third base from the mound. It's trying to run all this together. Trey Hansen is now at short. There's a move made over to second as well. It's Hayden Christofferson at second now. This one popped up into the netting and out of play. No, excuse me. Christofferson is now out in left field. Is there any Vermillion Post 1 player who's in the same position they just were? Solzel's still at first. I know that one by heart. It's a 1-1 count now to Cody Oswald. And he puts a shot into this one. Chopper to the second baseman. Has to high glove it. Flip over to Solzel, and it's out. Couple quick outs to start this inning here for Vermillion. It brings up Jace McCorkle, had an RBI single in his last at-bat. That is Hayden Christofferson at second base. So Jack Vitt's still out in left. So my apologies on that one. 8 and 9. Basically the same number. Don't argue with me. That one high and inside for ball 2 from Haig. This one driven out to right field by McCorkle. It's dropping near the line, and it's going to drop just foul down the right field line in front of the bullpens. Good shot by McCorkle. Straighten it out just a tad more, and he might be on second base right now. 2-1 count when he gets back to the batter's box. McCorkle's able to get on base. Josh Sheldon is on deck. Samuel Kampshoff in the hole. Cooper Grotenheis waiting in the wings. 2-1 count with 2 down. Yankton leads 8-0. That one misses for ball 3. 3-1 count now to McCorkle. That'll be ball 4. McCorkle will take first base. They've had a pinch runner for him so far this game. It's been Lucas Kampshoff. We'll see if Kampshoff comes out of the dugout for this. Ump's calling time, so they will make that switch. Kampshoff coming out to first base to pinch run. Getting a pinch hitter for Josh Sheldon. That's Sean Turner stepping up to the batter's box. Seems to be a late decision. Turner still tightening up his gloves. Must be something in the matchup Coach Lawrence likes. 2 down with a runner on first. See Sean Turner at the plate for the first time this season. He takes that one for a ball. Each starter's allowed 1 re-entry, so it doesn't guarantee the day is done for Josh Sheldon. That one low and away, ball 2. (2-0) count to Turner. Takes a hack at that one. Can't get a piece of it, though. It's a strike 1. Samuel Kamshoff is currently warming up on deck. 2-1 count here from Haig to Turner. The pitch. Turner loaded up for it for a second, but thought better of it and takes it for ball 3. (3-1) pitch. Gets him swinging. Makes it a full count now. 8 runs on 7 hits. No errors on the score sheet for Yankton. Across the diamond, no runs, 3 hits, 3 errors for Vermillion. Turner takes a cut at that one. Foul tips it back into the netting, so it's a 3-2 count. It remains. Big swing there from Turner, but he can't get a piece of it. He is sat down on strikes, and that ends inning number 4 here in Yankton. We go to the top of the 5th, and the Vermillion bats 8-0. Yankton post 12 leads over Vermillion post 1. Before we go, though, thank a couple of our Sportscaster Club members, starting with Graham Tire. If you notice issues with your vehicle, don't hesitate to call the tire service experts at Graham Tire, because they do more than sell tires. Graham Tire of Yankton, your auto service and tire store next door. Also the UPS store. They help you with everything ing. Printing, packing, copying, faxing, freighting, any ing your small business needs. Even shredding, notarizing, mailboxing, and of course, shipping. The UPS store of Yankton across from Walmart. And lastly, Yankton Thrive. There is a thriving business economy in the Yankton area. Your one source and resource for all businesses from retail to manufacturing is Yankton Thrive. For more, go to yanktonsd.com. 8-0, Yankton leads. We go to the top of inning number 5. Back in 30 seconds on KYNT, KYNTV.
Attention homeowners, if you've been on the fence about selling, I'd love the opportunity to visit with you. With low inventory, now would be a good time. Call me, Deb Speck at Vision Real Estate. I'll provide you with a free market analysis and a no-pressure approach. Call me at 605-664-5555 to find out if now is the right time to make a move.
Welcome back for the top of inning number 5. It's an 0-1 count. Check that, make it a 1-1 count here as that one misses off the plate for a ball. Vitt grounds this one back up the middle. It's gloved by Reichen at short. He throws it across the diamond. There's the put out at first base. 1 down. With an 8-0 lead here in the 5th inning, this could be the last inning of action. Looking at the rule sheet for the Kyle Mueller Classic, scoring rules, if there's an 8-run lead after 5, they do call the game. So if Vermillion gets one back, we keep playing. But if not, and the rules are true, and the paper's not lying to me, this could be the last half inning of baseball. Sheldon leaves that one high for ball 1. (1-0) count now to Hayden Christofferson.
I have my live stats.
What workaround did you do to get those?
Okay, so the reason I've been that silent the last couple is, I've been over here trying to fix technology. I don't know, I just, on-air production meeting, just deleted the app and just put it back.
Okay, cool. So I'm going to do something similar just now as there's a 2-1 count from
the
Matthew
2023
Sheldon.
version of have you tried turning it off and on again?
Well, Sheldon has not been able to, Vermillion, I guess, has not been able to turn Sheldon off on the mound as he has been full bore from the start of this one. That one foul tipped. It's still a 2-2 count. The 2-2. We're back here. Didn't realize there was a time called. That one high. 3-2 now. Full count. The 3-2 from Sheldon. Swung on and missed. There's 2 down now here in the top of inning number 5. That brings up Hayden Christofferson. Or it brings up Carson Priester. Excuse me. That sets down Hayden Christofferson. First pitch, popped up and out of play. That's foul ball over the wall. And you don't want the crack of the bat to enter the crack of your windshield and not have adequate insurance coverage. Foul balls are brought to you by Midwest Insurance Agency. So let Midwest Insurance find the right coverage for your vehicles. That one's in there, strike 2. Matthew Sheldon trying to shut down this half inning. 1 strike away. The 0-2 pitch, off the outside part of the plate for ball 1. The 1-2 from Sheldon. That one's high. It's now 2-2. The 2-2. That one can't find the zone either. Count goes full for Matthew Sheldon. Good discipline at the plate by Carson Priester. Swung on and missed by Priester, and that does it. Inning number 5. That should do it for the game. 8-0. Yankton takes the victory over Vermillion Post 1. They will play in tomorrow's championship rounds of the Kyle Mueller Classic. They will play the top team that comes out of the Crofton pool, which will either be Norfolk or Elk Point Jefferson. We'll check on that Crofton pool in the post-game show to see who exactly Yankton might match up with tomorrow. Till we come back, though, here on KYNT, KYNTV, the Yankton Rexall post-game show is around the corner. We'll be back in a couple minutes right here.
Owning your own home or business is more than walls, floors, and a roof. It's what's inside that matters most. Protect your assets, your cherished keepsakes, and your family with a home security system professionally installed by Yankton Computer and Network Services. They have the devices and expert technicians to help you protect what matters most. Call Yankton Computer and Network Services 664-2222 or stop at 1901 Broadway.
Want to keep Yankton local businesses thriving? Buy Yankton Thrive Bucks gift cards. I'm Nancy Winandy, CEO of Yankton Thrive. Our Thrive Bucks gift cards are great for any occasion, and they make sure your dollars are being spent here in Yankton. The gift cards are sponsored by Kopetsky's Ace, but you can use them at 30 different locations here in Yankton. And they come in a variety of amounts, from $5 to $500. See the list of locations and buy them online at yanktonsd.com or stop by the Yankton Thrive office.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
Don't gamble. Insure with MT&RC Smith Insurance in Yankton, your independent agent for home, business, auto, life, and bonds. MTRCSmithInsurance.com.
Vision Care Associates provides the latest in technology. Optimap Laser Imaging. Optimap allows for a great exam of your eyes without dilating drops. Our doctors are able to show you what the actual inside of your eye looks like during your exam. Having images of your eyes each year means that problems are caught early, and no dilating drops is a big benefit as well.
Vision Care Associates, where the health of your eyes comes first.
You feel awful. Stuffy nose, then runny nose, the sniffles too. You don't know what to take to make yourself feel better. This is Michael with Yankton Rexall. When you feel under the weather, you want relief. But there are a lot of over-the-counter choices. Some may even interfere with daily medications you're taking. At Yankton Rexall, our staff is here to help you make the best choice for your health. Yankton Rexall, your hometown pharmacy since 1923, located in the Meridian District.
Hy-Vee Fast and Fresh combines the speedy service of a convenience store with the surprising selection of the fresh foods and ready-to-eat meals you expect from Hy-Vee. While you fill up your gas tank, you can grab grocery staples including fresh produce and fresh bakery items too, or grab fresh meals or snacks. There's something for everyone at Hy-Vee Fast and Fresh of Yankton.
Shop Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every eye.
Gift cards are great things to give as gifts. But when someone tells you you need to use a gift card to pay for something you owe, like utilities, taxes, and other fees, red flags should go off and it should cause you to stop and think. Most legitimate companies will never tell you to pay with a gift card. Before you go to purchase these gift cards, please call Consumer Protection at 800-300-1986 and let them check things out for you so you're not out of your hard-earned money.
Truxedo, a real truck company, has new job opportunities for you. We are searching for motivated candidates to fill a variety of roles, including production roles on our weekday and weekend shifts, as well as an industrial engineer, shipping clerk, and receiving supervisor. Truxedo offers a positive and team-oriented environment with many perks and benefits. Come seek the new opportunities Truxedo has for you. Visit realtruck.com/careers for more information and to apply.
All right, welcome back to the Yankton Rexall post-game show. Bryce Ladwig joined by Coach Drew Lawrence. Our post-game coach interview brought to you by Rhonda Westland State Farm Insurance. Let Rhonda review your current home, auto, or life insurance. See if she can help you save some money. Coach, great victory for Yankton in every aspect of the game. Matthew Sheldon, 50% of his batters face strikeouts. I'd say it's a good night on the mound.
Yeah, I mean, Matthew's been like that every outing. He's got electric stuff, and he's around the zone, and he's really fun to watch. He had an outing early in the high school season, and then when his next time in the rotation came around, he had a little bit of arm soreness. Nothing major, but he was just like, it's a little sore. So I was just a little cautious with him throughout the whole spring and wanted to make sure that that I had him when we needed to, which is at the end of this season. So that's nothing surprising by us on what he can do, and he's going to always do that when he goes out there, and he's an impressive talent.
Drew Reichen, 3 for 3, 2 RBIs, and a great. He's really had a really good Kyle Mueller Classic just in general.
Yeah, he has, and he had a really good game today. And some good hits. It's fun to see. It's good to see some kids get some hits, but that's what we needed him to start producing at the plate from the end of the spring season till now, like we're used to. So it's good to see again.
Championship Sunday tomorrow, I believe our one semester math major Brayden has confirmed is Elk Point Jefferson. And that will be, so obviously, the second seed out of the Yankton pool being Yankton, and then Elk Point Jefferson, the one seed coming from the Crofton pool. What do you know about the team? Not much?
I know they're pretty good. That's about it. I know they had a good high school season. I know they're going to be ready to play. I didn't know we were playing them until now. But we'll be ready, and I know they will be too. So
it's Braden's math you're depending on.
I believe it. I'm with him.
You're with him, 100%.
What is that, 1 o'clock? That was in?
Yep, so 1 o'clock here at Riverside Field tomorrow, and Yankton playing on the third day, and that's what it's all about, right, Coach? Getting here to the third day, and just an excellent weekend of baseball it's been so far.
Yep, and this whole tournament is for Kyle Mueller, and his family was able to throw out the first pitch today, which is really cool. And we're creating a scholarship that we're going to hand out to one of our players that the Mueller family will pick, and so we're really excited about it. But just a good family atmosphere down here that we enjoy, and that's what Yankton baseball is all about.
Cooper Groton Ice almost got his head taken off by a pitch. I don't know if you saw that during the.
Oh yeah, I did. I was watching.
He caught one, and then he didn't see another one come at his face.
Way, yeah.
So we were laughing pretty hard at that.
Good.
But no, but it's been a good, like you said, good family outing here over the weekend. And congratulations to you and the team. And we'll talk to you tomorrow, Coach.
Sounds good. Appreciate it.
Let's go to Drew Lawrence. We'll take a break, come back, and continue here on the Yankton Rexall postgame show.
There are a lot of benefits for your small business when you have a relationship with your locally owned and operated The UPS Store. I'm Doug Frederick, manager of the UPS Store of Yankton. Not only do we provide excellent customer service, but we also provide the necessary tools to help your small business thrive. We can help you with everything ing, printing, packing, copying, faxing, freighting, any ing your small business needs, even shredding, notarizing, mailboxing, every ing for your small business, and of course, shipping. The UPS Store of Yankton, across from Walmart.
First Dakota National Bank has been paving financial futures since 1872. But when it comes to supporting a community, it takes more than experience. Financial planning takes a personal touch, which is why we offer a wide range of customizable options for personal, business, and ag banking. We've been doing banking longer than anyone else, but we're first because our goals have never changed. Helping local communities plan and reach their financial success has and always will be what we're here for. Member FDIC.
Did you know Yankton Medical Clinic offers same-day appointments in primary care? If you need an appointment in pediatrics or family medicine, under most circumstances, we can get you in the same day. No need to wait. Regardless of who you see at Yankton Medical Clinic, your medical history is all in one chart, allowing our physicians to work together to make sure you get complete, family-centered care whenever you need it. Learn more at yanktonmedicalclinic.com. So much care, so close to home.
Yankton 8, Vermillion nothing in the final game of the Kyle Mueller Classic, and Yankton moving on to Championship Sunday. According to Brayden Butler, make sure I emphasize that. According to Brayden Butler.
I can run through the reasoning if you want.
According to Brayden Butler, only Brayden Butler, they are facing Elk Point Jefferson tomorrow. We broke that news to Coach Drew at Lawrence. Should be an excellent matchup. We believe you, Brayden. We believe you.
But if you do want to run down on the tiebreaker rules, I can give it to you.
Well, I will give it to you as we will have that be our out-of-town scoreboard, brought to you by Upper Midwest Garage Doors, specializing in the sales, installation, and service of residential and commercial garage doors and openers throughout eastern South Dakota. Upper Midwest Garage Doors, your local authorized Clopay dealer. Set us up for tomorrow, Brad.
So currently right now in your out-of-town scoreboard, there is one game still going on. Elk Point Jefferson is tied with Crofton, but that result will not affect the final seeding because either way, both Elk Point Jefferson and Norfolk will have 3 wins going into the championship day at least. If you look back at the head-to-head when Norfolk and Elk Point Jefferson played, that would have taken place earlier today. Or that would have taken place yesterday, my apologies. Elk Point Jefferson won that game 8-4, so they would own the head-to-head tiebreaker, which would give them the top seed coming out of the Crofton pool. Yankton, as long as the numbers aren't lying to me, we'll play Elk Point Jefferson tomorrow. I believe 1 p.m. first pitch is the scheduled time. We know that if something runs long in the first game, we'll be flexible about it, but still, that's your rundown tomorrow. Elk Point Jefferson and Yankton in Game 2. Game 1 tomorrow morning will be J.C. Brager and Norfolk, from the looks of it. So a couple of Nebraska teams playing on one side and a couple of South Dakota teams playing on the other.
All right, thank you to Brayden. We'll take a break. When we come back, we will have your stats review and then your awards of the game all coming up here on the the Yankton Rexall post-game show.
FNBO free checking is checking that's actually free. No fees or minimums, and now no overdraft fees. It's ever so personal, with people to help every step of the way. And easy, with a mobile app that allows you to deposit checks and manage your account wherever you are. So make the switch so you can do more with the great big small bank. Visit fnbo.com to learn more or stop on by. FNBO free checking. It's ever so free. Member FDIC.
Hello. Here's to welcoming moments, big and small. Embracing the unexpected. Savoring life. At Avera, our nationally recognized health system will be right here with you, ready for anything. We listen to your goals and help you achieve them with care and coverage. We'll move you forward through sickness and health and every milestone in between. Avera, moving health forward. Learn more at avera.org/forward.
Make sure your grass is always greener with a new John Deere mower from your local C&B. Big or small, let the experts at C&B help you find the mower or utility tractor that'll help you get the job done right. Stop in and check out the John Deere Z-Track mowers or take a load off with a new utility tractor with attachments available to help you with projects of all sizes. Go green this spring at C&B. Learn more about available offers at DeereEquipment.com. That's DEER Equipment.com.
When I'm searching for adventure, I find it on the range. Archery challenges me to be curious, see opportunity, and welcome big challenges. It teaches me to focus and never quit until the last arrow hits. Archery allows me to show my spirit at Mount Marty University. How do you show your adventurous side? Schedule your campus visit to Mount Marty University at showyourspiritmmu.com.
Think about how people really see you. The kid at the drive-thru just sees a coffee drinker.
Please pull forward.
Your local barista sees the person who loves a smiley face in their latte.
See you next time.
It's kind of the same way with insurance. Other insurance companies just see a customer, but a State Farm agent sees more. They see you as a neighbor. Your State Farm agent is here to get to know who you really are, so they can help life go right.
Call State Farm agent Rhonda Westland at 665-4411 today to learn more.
Sports injuries can be the result of competitive activities, but can also happen by just participating in leisure activities too. If you're experiencing pain as the result of your chosen activity, consider chiropractic care. I'm Dr. Mackenzie Erlinson with First Chiropractic Centers. We have experienced chiropractors that work with sports injuries every day. Our treatment options are aimed to minimize pain, reduce recovery time, and reduce risk of future injuries. Visit First Chiropractic Centers, making life better, one adjustment at a time.
As a proud community bank, Core Trust delivers more than just checking and savings accounts. We invest in the cities and towns where we live and work by volunteering to coach youth sports teams, supporting local charities and the arts with our time and resources. Whether we live in a rural town in South Dakota or a suburban city in Minnesota, it's a place we call home. Core Trust Bank. Raise your expectations.
Member FDIC.
Welcome in here on KYNT. KYNTV, it's your Yankton Rexall post-game show. The Bucks taking Yankton post 12, darn it. Takes a 8-0 victory over Vermillion post 1 here in the Kyle Mueller Classic. They will move on to the championship rounds, and most likely, as the numbers are not lying to me, play Elk Point Jefferson tomorrow afternoon. And if I'm wrong, I will never hear the end of it, so don't worry. You don't have to tell me I'm wrong. Bryce will handle it. We go into our stats review brought to you by Culligan. You can rent a Culligan water system for $9.95 a month for the first 3 months. To schedule your free in-home water test and consultation, visit CulliganYankton.com. Trying to pull up the box score here, and we officially get it. 7 total hits for Yankton, 3 of them coming from Drew Rikens. He went for 3 on the day. 1 for 3 for Cody Oswald with a run and an RBI. 1 for 2 for Josh Sheldon with an RBI and a run scored. 1 for 1 for Samuel Kamshoff. Add a walk to that as well. A couple other players who contributed. Mac Ryken didn't get a hit in the game, but did score a run. Rugby Ryken went 0 for 3 as well, but did bring in an RBI as he grounded out. A little sacrifice play, brought a runner home. Pitching-wise for Yankton, Matthew Sheldon dominant on the mound in 5 innings. Went coast to coast, pillar to post, and he allowed only 3 hits, no runs. Obviously, none of them earned. Didn't even walk a batter. 9 strikeouts. He faced 18 total batters in this one. 2 full times through the Vermillion lineup. He struck out half of the post 1 batters. Looking at the stats for Vermillion. 3 hits on the game as a team in those 18 at-bats. 1 for Connor Peterson, 1 for Connor Rohrig, and 1 for Carter Hansen. Hansen was also the starting pitcher for post 1. 3 innings pitched, 7 hits, 8 runs total. 5 of them earned and 2 walks. Tate Haig came in for relief in the final inning. Went a full inning pitched, allowed no hits, no runs, 1 strikeout, and 1 walk. That's going to do it for your stats review brought to you by Culligan. We're going to take one final break here on the Yankton Rexall postgame show. Come back, give your offensive and defensive player of the game, and wrap things up here from Riverside Field in Yankton. Back in a couple minutes to wrap it up.
Do you really think it's a good idea to buy insurance off the internet? After all, it is insurance. It's not a commodity like a toaster. It's a contract to protect what you value most. Your home, your car, your business, your health, and even your life. You need a professional, in-person agent to make sure you have the right coverage to fit your family's needs. Schedule an appointment with us today. Missouri River Associates, 665-6885.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things. like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
Don't gamble. Insure with MTRC Smith Insurance in Yankton, your independent agent for home, business, auto, life, and bonds. MTRCSmithInsurance.com.
Doctors Feeser, Slowey, and DeYoung are experts in prescribing eye drops that can replace reading glasses. These drops are a new technology that can change the size of your pupil for improved reading. They're convenient for anyone who wants freedom from reading glasses. Our doctors even use them. Call Vision Care Associates and schedule an appointment to see if this new technology is right for you.
Vision Care Associates, where the health of your eyes comes first.
You feel awful. Stuffy nose, then runny nose, the sniffles too. You don't know what to take to make yourself feel better. This is Michael with Yankton Rexall. When you feel under the weather, you want relief, but there are a lot of over-the-counter choices. Some may even interfere with daily medications you're taking. At Yankton Rexall, our staff is here to help you make the best choice for your health. Yankton Rexall, your hometown pharmacy since 1923, located in the Meridian District.
Hy-Vee Fast and Fresh combines the speedy service of a convenience store with the surprising selection of the fresh foods and ready-to-eat meals you expect from Hy-Vee. While you fill up your gas tank, you can grab grocery staples including fresh produce and fresh bakery items too, or grab fresh meals or snacks. There's something for everyone at Hy-Vee Fast and Fresh of Yankton.
Shop Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle.
What's the best beverage to enjoy while rooting on your team? 1919 root beer, of course. 1919 is brewed in small batches with only the finest ingredients, real sugar and real vanilla. The unique recipe and these choice ingredients make 1919 the creamiest, full-bodied draft root beer available. Find it in 12 packs and single-serve cans at grocery, convenience stores, and restaurants. 1919 is alcohol-free and contains no caffeine, making it a beverage of choice at any time for anyone in the family.
Gift cards are great things to give as gifts. But when someone tells you you need to use a gift card to pay for something you owe, like utilities, taxes, and other fees, red flags should go off, and it should cause you to stop and think. Most legitimate companies will never tell you to pay with a gift card. Before you go to purchase these gift cards, please call Consumer Protection at 800-300-1986 and let them check things out for you so you're not out of your hard-earned money.
At Triple Time Rudy's, you get convenient access to quality fuel products. Plus, you'll also find quality South Dakota products like Dimmock cheese and premium meats from the Kaler and Renner lockers. With a local-friendly feel and unique product offering, Triple Time Rudy's is your local convenience store that supports schools and events and provides fuel discounts to Yankton's largest employers. For all of your daily fill-ups and convenience needs, pull into Triple Time Rudy's at 17th and Broadway.
Welcome to the Yankton Rexall post-game show. Welcome back, Bryce Ladwig alongside Brayden Butler. Let's jump into our awards of the game. We'll start with the Defensive Player of the Game, brought to you by Olson's Pest Technicians. Call 1-800-KIL-BUGS, your residential and commercial pest control solutions. Brayden, what do you have?
It's going to be Matthew Sheldon. I know. I'm proud of you. I realized the ad sheet was over here, so I tried handing it to you. You did it all from memory. So congratulations, Bryce Ladwig. Spends a lot of time in the booth, to say the least. But we're going to give it to Matthew Sheldon. We usually, it seems easy to give it to pitchers a lot of times because they're the most obvious defensive player on the field, so we try to give it to guys in the field more often. But when you have a dominant showing like that on the mound by Matthew Sheldon, it's hard to ignore it. Faced 18 total batters, struck out 9 of them, allowed no runs. Did work out of a jam early on where he had 2 runners in scoring position, battled out of it, didn't walk anybody. Just all in all, a great day on the mound for Matthew Sheldon. And that's a guy who's going to be a key contributor for Yankton baseball for years to come, as he only just finished up his sophomore year of high school.
And then our Offensive Player of the Game, brought to you by Hy-Vee, where there's a helpful smile in every aisle.
We're going to give that one to Drew Reichen. 3 for 3 on the day, 2 RBI, including a triple in the score sheet. He was all over the base paths. Heard Drew Lawrence. I have a hiccup there. He heard Drew Lawrence talk about it in the postgame, wanting to get Drew Reichen back on track to what they know he can do, and that is one way to really get yourself back in that swing column, or back in the hit column for Drew Reichen. He's had a steady Kyle Mueller Classic so far, but really breaking out in this one with the hits. Drew a couple walks earlier this morning, so he's had a great day at the plate.
All right, excellent. And tomorrow we have the Championship Sunday here at Riverside Field. Elk Point Jefferson taking on Yankton. Brayden, what time will that pregame be?
It'll be a scheduled a 1 p.m. first pitch. The pregame will start around 12:30. Of course, with games have tended to run a little longer in the Classic so far, so that is subject to change. But as of right now, we're looking at 12:30 pregame, 1 p.m. first pitch on KYNT and KYNTV. Which we could do one more check of the out-of-town scoreboard as I pull up Elk Point Jefferson. They're currently playing right now against Crofton. That's the last game in the Crofton pod. And that is 7-5. Elk Point Jefferson currently leading that one.
Thank you, Brayden. So we will have 3 games here tomorrow at Riverside Field, at least 1 on KYNTV, maybe 2 if Yankton can beat Elk Point Jefferson and get to the championship game of the Kyle Mueller Classic. Again, they were in the championship game last year at the Kyle Mueller Classic and lost to JC Brager, so that very well could be a matchup we see again tomorrow and again in this year's Kyle Mueller Classic. From Riverside Field, I'm Bryce Ladwig. Thanks to Scotty Borman, our KYNT studio producer, Brayden Butler alongside me, all of our sponsors making this possible. It's been Post-12 Legion Baseball on KYNT, KYNTV. Good night from Riverside Field.
Thank you for listening to KYNC or watching on KYNTV. Remember, you can re-listen or